For many, Northeast New Mexico is best known as being part of the Maxwell Land Grant, one of the largest private land holdings in the history of the United States. Or maybe you think of the area as part of the Wild Wild West, with outlaws such as Clay Allison and Blackjack Ketchum on your mind. Or maybe it's one of the ranchers making history in the area, like Manly Chase and his world-famous apples, or Frank and Charles Springer of the CS Ranch, founded in 1873. The mountain branch of the Santa Fe Trail passes through here, and of course we are also known as the area for its famous ties to scouting as the home of Philmont Scout Ranch, donated to the BSA by Wade Phillips and recognized as the largest youth camp in the world. But Northeast New Mexico is also famous for its many archaeological and geological finds. We'll talk about some of these in this edition of the Artifact of the Week. Northeast New Mexico has some fascinating and important geological and archaeological sites for visitors to enjoy. For example, Kaplan Volcano National Monument is within an hour's drive of Philmont and is part of the Raton Formation. You can also view exposed parts of the KT boundary, which is a geological signature that many believes records a mass extinction event that may have killed off the dinosaurs. Outside of Folsom, New Mexico is where the Folsom site was discovered in 1908 by George McJunkin following an August flood that exposed a deposit of tools and bones known as the Folsom Points. The Folsom discovery is significant because it was the first time that artifacts found by humans were found directly associated with the remains from an extinct form of bison from the late Pliocene era. This find was the first of many that allowed archaeologists to revise their estimates for when people began to populate North America. Even NASA recognized the value of geology of the area, and in 1964 they brought 14 Apollo astronauts to Philmont to study geology before sending them to the moon. Today we're going to look at two artifacts, one physically in the collection and one still found on the ranch, but you can check it out here at the museum as well. This is a mastodon tooth. It's in the collection of the museum. Our tooth is from American mastodon, which is one of the better known and last of the 5 identified species of mammoth. Mammoth is distantly related to modern-day elephants and had a similar plant-based diet which focused on browsing and grazing habits. As you can imagine, a mouth with a row full of teeth like this would have no issue with cracking open shells, ripping off leaves from branches, or grounding down plant matter into digestible form. Now, if a mastodon tooth isn't quite old enough for you, let's go back to another artifact that's about 65 million years in the making. For those of you visiting Philmont, it's possible to see what might be the only known footprint of the Tyrannosaurus rex found in North America. The footprint was discovered by geologist Chuck Fillmore in 1983, though it was not formally announced until 1994 by paleontologists Martin Lockley and Adrian Hunt. Because of its size and age, the footprint was left untouched and remains just where it was found. The site is protected by barriers on a cover. Visitors to Philmont have the opportunity to see the footprint if their trek takes them near Indian Ridings area, or as part of the family adventure camping, or at a PTC conference. For those unable to make it to the site, we have a cast of the footprint here at the museum in our courtyard. This is a popular attraction, particularly for small children and those with a love of dinosaurs. Did you know that the National Scouting Museum is one of the few places where you can go from dinosaurs to space, all within the confines of one building? We hope you enjoyed this brief look into the rich and ancient history of our area. Please join us again as we showcase more artifacts and history from the National Scouting Museum, Philmont Scout Ranch.